After I died, my insane combat power got me chosen as the monster boss of a horror dungeon. But I still remembered my bestie's advice to do one good deed a day, so I gave the human players a chance to survive. That day, just as I was about to do my daily good deed, I spotted my best friend, Jiang Yuqin, among the players. Her body was covered in wounds, and she was chained up like a dog. To please another woman, her boyfriend had even cut open her flesh and used her blood to lure monsters. My long hair instantly stood on end as murderous rage surged through me. Song Sisi looked around carefully, covering her mouth in excitement. "It's the zoo dungeon, we're so lucky, Chu Yunzhou." Chu Yunzhou casually grabbed Song Sisi's butt. "It's all because our Sisi brings good luck." Song Sisi giggled, and the two started flirting right in front of everyone. Still, while the zoo dungeon had a high survival rate, clearing it wasn't guaranteed. There was still a chance of dying, especially in the Dance with Snakes challenge. Chu Yunzhou pulled Song Sisi into his arms and comforted her gently. "Don't worry, your husband's here, I'll keep you safe." Jiang Yuqin stood beside them, numb and expressionless. Song Sisi's eyes darted around before she suddenly made a suggestion. "If someone volunteers for the Dance with Snakes challenge, everyone else will be safe." The moment she finished, everyone turned to look at Jiang Yuqin. Even when they cut her flesh and drained her blood, she hadn't reacted. But now, fear finally appeared on her face as she begged them. "No, Chu Yunzhou, you know snakes are my biggest fear, please, I can take another challenge." Before she could finish begging, Chu Yunzhou yanked the chain, sending Jiang Yuqin stumbling to the ground. "You're nothing but my dog. I told you to take the challenge and you still dare argue?" Behind them, the employees who once worked for Jiang Yuqin's company now pointed at her and cursed her like they were completely justified. "Jiang Yuqin, how can you be so selfish? You only think about yourself. You have no concern for the team." "Exactly. Captain Chu and Vice Captain Song letting you join them is already a huge blessing. You should be on your knees thanking them." Someone even tried to kick Jiang Yuqin. A freezing wind suddenly swept through the corridor. Song Sisi shrank back, then impatiently snatched Jiang Yuqin's game bracelet and forced her into the Dance with Snakes challenge. The next second, the entire group appeared beside a pit filled with thousands of snakes. The bottom of the pit was packed with countless snakes. Sensing living humans nearby, they excitedly flicked their tongues. Jiang Yuqin's face turned deathly pale. As a kind monster boss determined to give humanity a chance, every challenge in my dungeon had a safe way to clear it. Even in the most dangerous one, Dance with Snakes, players could survive as long as they stayed calm and didn't attack the snakes. Unfortunately, most players screamed and attacked wildly the second they fell in, causing the snakes to swarm them. I knew Yuqin had been bitten by a snake as a child, and that fear was deeply rooted inside her. Sure enough, the moment Jiang Yuqin fell into the pit, the snakes completely surrounded her. Her pupils trembled violently and she was about to scream. I immediately gave the snakes an order. "Back off!" The snakes immediately moved away from Jiang Yuqin, flowing toward the edges of the pit like a tide and leaving an empty circle around her. Her scream caught in her throat as she curled into a terrified ball. Seeing this from above, Song Sisi's face turned green with rage. "Damn it, how is that bitch so lucky?" The other team members spoke excitedly. "Lady Wen must be in a great mood today. Even Dance with Snakes isn't dangerous anymore, so the other challenges must be even safer." Half an hour later, Jiang Yuqin cleared the challenge. I secretly changed her reward to an S-rank item. Seeing the glowing golden item, her eyes widened slightly, and a trace of joy flashed across them. But just as she reached for it, someone violently yanked the chain around her neck. That brief delay was enough for the item to fall into Song Sisi's hands. "That's my reward, give it back!" "Your reward? We're a team, so every reward has to be handed over to me for distribution. A useless loser like you can't even use an S-rank item. You might as well give it to Sisi." Song Sisi happily kissed Chu Yunzhou. "I can't believe the reward was this good. We hit the jackpot today. Maybe the next two challenges will drop S-rank items too. Then you can have one, and I can have one." Heh. Chu Yunzhou was also thrilled and didn't forget to make empty promises to the team members behind him. "Do a good job. If we get any extra S-rank items, I'll reward the best performing member." The team members immediately started sucking up to him. "Thank you, Captain Chu. Captain Chu is so generous. No wonder you're the head of Dingsheng. That's how a real boss acts." Dingsheng was founded by my bestie, yet Chu Yunzhou had stolen it from her. Watching the excited smiles on their faces, I slowly licked the corner of my mouth. "Keep laughing. You won't be smiling much longer. The horror version of the zoo I designed just for you is waiting up ahead." At some point, thick fog had spread across the entire zoo. After leaving the snake pit, the group wandered through the mist for what felt like forever, until a clearly marked area appeared ahead. Chu Yunzhou narrowed his eyes to read the sign, and his face instantly lit up. "It's the tortoise and the hare, the easiest game in the entire zoo." The others also cried out excitedly. "We're insanely lucky today. Think we'll get another S-rank item? Does every player who clears it get one?" Everyone chatted excitedly, completely forgetting the caution they normally used in other dungeons. Because of that, none of them noticed the crimson eyes flashing through the fog. The rules of the tortoise and the hare were simple. Players had to wear heavy turtle costumes and race against rabbits. Beat the rabbits and they cleared the game. If a rabbit was about to catch them, they could spend points through their game bracelets to buy carrots. The rabbits would stop to eat them. Stop. Even if a player lost, the only punishment was being mocked by the rabbits and losing half their points. Compared with the deadly games in other dungeons, this challenge was usually incredibly harmless. But those were the normal rules. Today, every rule had changed. The game officially began, and a bright red 10-second countdown appeared in midair. Everyone laughed as they pulled on the bulky turtle costumes. Song Sisi didn't even bother taking off her heels. Jiang Yuqin silently began putting on a costume, but Song Sisi stopped her in disgust. "Jiang Yuqin, you're shameless. You know the rewards are limited, yet you're still trying to compete with everyone. We were kind enough to let you have Dance with Snakes. How can you shamelessly join the tortoise and the hare too?" "Exactly. Dance with Snakes was so easy and everyone let you take it. Don't get greedy." "Disgusting. You're not even worth one of Vice Captain Song's toes. No wonder the captain doesn't want you." Jiang Yuqin clenched her fists, silently removed the turtle costume, and stepped aside. I let out a quiet breath. Although I could protect her from harm, keeping her out of the game was obviously best. The 10-second countdown ended while a man with dyed blonde hair was still complaining. "Why was that so fast? The guide said we had a full minute. I haven't even finished putting this thing on." With a metallic click, it sounded like an iron cage had opened. The blonde man turned around in confusion. From the fog, a pack of crazed rabbits nearly waist-high, with glowing red eyes and drool pouring from their mouths, began hopping out one after another. Before he could react, the fastest rabbit launched itself onto his waist and sank its razor-sharp teeth into him, tearing off half his face. "If a rabbit caught you, it would eat you!" His blood-curdling scream snapped the frozen players back to reality. Everyone immediately sprinted forward like mad, but the crazed rabbits were terrifyingly fast, and most players hadn't properly put on their turtle costumes, severely slowing them down. Soon, a Buzzcut Man was about to be caught. The Buzzcut Man looked back at the rabbit's savage eyes in terror. Suddenly, an idea struck him, and he immediately bought a carrot. The rabbit stopped chasing him and bit into it. A smug smile appeared on the man's face. "See? I told you the carrot would work." The next second, the rabbit went berserk after taking one bite and tore off the man's hand. Feeding a rabbit meant getting eaten. After a brief silence, screams and curses erupted everywhere. "These rabbits are freaking mutants! Yunjo, help me!" Song Cece's high heel twisted beneath her, sending her crashing to the ground. The rabbit behind her pounced and took a vicious bite out of her face. Chu Yunjo looked back, hesitated for half a second, then turned away. The race was only about 100 yards long. Some of the faster players had already crossed the finish line and shouted in relief. "I won! I won!" Another red-eyed rabbit suddenly leaped out at the finish line and dragged the man into the fog. Beating the rabbits also meant getting eaten. Chu Yunjo stopped dead just before crossing the finish line. "Whether we win or lose, we die. Screw it. I'll fight these damn rabbits." Chu Yunjo went berserk, pulling out countless powerful items and attacking the rabbits. The other players gathered around and joined him. Seeing that the rabbits might all be killed by their attacks, I reluctantly called them back. "Congratulations on clearing the tortoise and the hare. Your reward is a cute turtle costume." Before the survivors could even celebrate, the unexpected reward left them completely stunned. Someone repeatedly inspected the costume, only to discover it was nothing more than an ordinary turtle suit. It didn't even qualify as the lowest F-rank item. "I risked my life racing those psycho rabbits, and all I get is this piece of garbage?" A woman covered in blood stumbled into Chu Yunjo's arms, scaring him half to death.